Happy Monday, tennis fans. I'm James Waterson, and I've got your Tennis Now tennis news. We are now 6 days away from the start of the French Open, and for the first time in years, the result doesn't look like a foregone conclusion for Rafael Nadal. That's because on Sunday, Novak Djokovic defeated him 6-4, 6-4 to win the Italian Open, his second ATP Masters tournament on clay this year, extending his winning streak to 37 matches. Now, this was the second final in a row he beat Nadal on the dirt, with the previous being a straight set win in Madrid. He's also beaten the Spaniard in Indian Wells and Miami, two hardcourt Masters events. Ironically, Nadal fared better in those matches on hardcourts than he did on clay. He split sets with the indomitable Serb in both of those matches. Now, this is the 7th tournament in a row Djokovic has won, a streak that began at this year's Australian Open. It is an impressive start to the year, and even more so when you consider that he's beaten players in the top 10 13 times, and he's won 7 of those matches in straight sets. For context, many would consider 2006 to be Roger Federer's best year. After Rome in that year, Federer played top 10 competitors 8 times, winning 5 of those matches. His 3 losses came to Rafael Nadal. Now, because of his success this year, Djokovic is hot on Nadal's heels in the rankings. He's just 405 points away from the Spaniard, and if he wins in Paris, he could claim the #1 spot for the first time in his career. Yet to accomplish that, it's likely he'll have to face Nadal again on the clay. Except this time, it's at a tournament he's won 5 times in his career, and Djokovic would have to beat Nadal in a 3 out of 5 set match instead of 2 out of 3. It is a tall task for the 23-year-old Djokovic, but if he pulled it off, he could be the first man besides Federer and Nadal to hold the #1 ranking since 2004. But he's not the only man to move in the rankings because of the Italian Open. Mardy has returned to the top 10, Thomas Berdych is now 6th, and Nicolas Almagro has fallen to 12th. Fish and Berdych's new rankings match career bests for them. On the women's side, Maria Sharapova defeated Samantha Stosur 6-2, 6-4 in their final in Rome on Sunday. In the semifinals, Sharapova beat world #1 Caroline Wozniacki, who had a good hardcourt season before hitting a bit of a slump on the clay. With her win, she moves from 8th in the world to 7th and is 650 points away from 4th. It looks like Sharapova is on her way back from a succession of injuries and inconsistent play. After Rome, the top 6 spots remain unchanged, and Samantha Stosur fell 1 point to 8th. Jelena Jankovic slid to 10th, and Petra Kvitova claimed the 9th ranking. Venus Williams experienced the biggest drop in the ranking of the top 20, falling from 19th to 29th because of the points she didn't defend from her quarterfinal appearance in last year's tournament in Rome. And there's more bad news for the elder of the Williams sisters. She has officially withdrawn from the French Open. Her sister Serena withdrew last week. The good news for the WTA Tour is that Clijsters will return after taking almost 2 months off because of a wrist and shoulder injury. She also hurt her ankle while wearing high heels at a cousin's wedding, of all things, but she will play at Roland Garros with some heavy tape on the joint. Now, because we're less than a week away from the start of the French Open, some of the tour's top players are taking a bit of a rest, including Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer. Yet we do have 2 ATP and 2 WTA events to watch this week. David Ferrer, Thomas Berdych, Nicolas Almagro, and Andy Roddick are playing in Nice, while Sam Querrey, John Isner, and Robin Soderling are at the Power Horse World Team Cup in Dusseldorf. Meanwhile, Caroline Wozniacki, Francesca Schiavone, Jelena Jankovic are in Brussels for the Brussels Open, and Marion Bartoli and Andrea Petkovic are in Strasbourg. In other news, Ken Rosewall, the 76-year-old Australian who won 8 Grand Slam titles, is doing well after falling ill at the Italian Open, according to the Associated Press. Officials at the hospital Rosewall was taken to aren't saying what happened to him because he asked that no details be released to the media, but Australian media are saying it may have been a stroke. The good news is that his wife, Wilma, told the Sydney Morning Herald that he suffered no heart or brain damage, but he was being kept under observation. Finally, we're having a Twitter contest. If you can get a professional player ranked in the top 300 to retweet one of your tweets containing @tennis_now, then you can win prizes including apparel, rackets, bags, and gift cards to Tennis Express. For more information, you can click on the link below. And now we would like to hear from you. Rafael Nadal has been a dominant force at Roland Garros for 6 years now, but is the undefeated Djokovic now the new favorite? Also, what do you think are the keys to Djokovic's great form? Why do you think he has been playing so well? You can leave those comments below. I'm James Waterson, and that's the Tennis Now tennis news for Monday, May 16th. Have a good week, everybody.